What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV back here for another episode of React. We're going to take a look at how the internet did react to Spurs' 4-0 drubbing of Everton on the weekend. I've been looking forward to this episode. Sorry, it's a bit late for you guys, but let's get straight into it. So let's share the screen.
Better late than never.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what they say. So here it is. First up, nothing to do with the game, but today's news is Tottenham Hotspur bound Yan Min Hyuk has been included in South Korea's 26-man squad for next month's qualifiers against Palestine and Oman, along with Son Heung-min. The first time the 18-year-old has been selected for the senior national side. So congratulations to him.
Yeah, exciting. Obviously, a player with a lot of talent, a player that everyone's very excited about. So we'll see how he gets on at international level. Obviously, he's been doing very well in the K-League. I don't know if you've seen recently, been getting more assists in the league, as he's been getting them consistently, even after he signed for Tottenham. So really exciting young player. And obviously, Sonny will have to take him under his wing as captain of the national team. So I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah, our next South Korean superstar on the way. COYS _SY says, I love the way Sonny was pointed at Mickey after the goal. My captain.
And we all love it. We all love it. The way Son always knows how to appreciate his teammates. He's always been a humble guy, and he knows how much work Van der Ven put into that goal. Incredible assist it was, but it wasn't an easy finish, to be fair. It looks a lot easier than that finish from Sonny.
Sonny makes it look easy.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of work to do. Very tight angle on his left foot as well, although we know he doesn't really have a weak foot, Sonny. But yeah, brilliant and lovely to see Sonny appreciating him.
And he said after the game that that goal was all Mickey Van der Ven, the humble guy that is Son Heung-min. Albeit it was a lot to do with Mickey Van der Ven, but he still had to put it in the back of the net.
So whose assist was better, Vertonghen against Burnley or Van der Ven against on the weekend?
I think Sonny would say Vertonghen against Burnley. Sam Cornish with a lovely picture of the stadium on Saturday in all its glory. That looks like it's taken from the north stand. That's facing the south stand, right?
Yeah, I think so. Lovely picture. He's always got great pictures, Sam Cornish. You're a good follow if you are looking for good content around the stadium.
Centre Goals says that James Maddison has now provided more Premier League assists than Mikel Arteta. 43 for Maddison, 42 for Mikel Arteta. Lego man.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Hotspur reports just tweeting that picture of Bissouma apologising to the fans. And I thought that was a really nice moment on Saturday.
Yeah, and obviously he went over to hug and straight after the goal as well. But obviously, yeah, that's a really nice moment to Bissouma. Appreciate it. He let the fans down as much as he let his teammates as well with his actions. So look, let's hope we can put it all behind us now and it's water under the bridge, but we'll see.
StatMuse. I've got a few stats from StatMuse here. First one is Cuti Romero has scored 6 goals since 23-24 PL season, the most by any defender. And, he doesn't get enough credit for that because, when you talk about goal-scoring defenders, everyone goes straight to, like, Gabriel of Arsenal. And no one gives the credit that Cuti deserves on this goal-scoring defender malarkey.
Yeah. And he's, as we've said, he's so good going forward. I know a lot of them been headers, but you cast your mind back to that Burnley goal last year, 25 yards
rocket
into the top corner. So he has that in him as well. Towering header on the weekend. And yeah, incredible that he's got so many goals. You don't associate him with that. You do associate him with obviously being front-footed, being aggressive, getting stuck in, obviously good passing ability. But I don't think I agree. He doesn't get the credit he deserves for his ability in the opposition box as well.
Yeah, and he probably could have scored 2. He had a good chance with that volley in the first half, and not even just the goals, but he could have laid on a couple of assists as well in that game. StatMuse as well says goals in the last 2 Premier League seasons: 6 for Cuti Romero, 6 for Gabriel Martinelli.
Well, what does that mean? Romero should be playing left wing for Arsenal.
Just say Romero's a better attacker than Martinelli is
at the moment. Martinelli's been through a bit of a slump, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. He had a poor season last year.
Encapsulates, and also I think I don't know if you have that stat, Jesus. So he's also only on 4 goals compared to Romero in that same time as well. So Arsenal forwards need to catch up.
And StatMuse again saying James Maddison has 28 assists in 4 Premier League seasons. Only Kevin De Bruyne and Mohamed Salah have more.
Incredible. Shows his creativity. We know he's got unbelievable delivery. It's a shame how the second half of last season happened, but let's hope he can, he started the season really well again. So it's really encouraging.
And they say that the first player with multiple assists in the Premier League this season is James Maddison. And you know what? James Maddison, you cast your mind back a year, the beginning of last season, everyone was putting James Maddison in their fantasy teams because they know he was going to be a goal contribution machine in this Spurs side. And he was at the start of it before he got his injury. And then fast forward a year, nobody's put him in their teams this
Yeah, I
year.
know.
And he's the first one with multiple assists.
Well, people are worried with injuries and all that kind of stuff. But if he can stay fit, he's one of the best playmakers in the league, and everyone knows it. So let's just hope we can keep him. We can keep him fit, and that's going to be the main thing.
Opta June says Spurs' Son Heung-min has scored multiple goals in 20 different Premier League games, 16 braces and 4 hat tricks, with only Mohamed Salah with 28 and Jamie Vardy 25 doing so more often than the current Premier League players. Golden, he is a golden boy.
All the stats, he's always up there with the Premier League's best players, and we know how. I think everyone knows how good Sonny is at this point, but so nice for him to get that recognition. And yeah, look, obviously it's difficult to do in the Premier League, getting so many games where you're making such a big difference to it and getting multiple goals. His hair looks a bit red there. I don't like it. I think he needs to change it, but I'm loving it.
Sonny can do what he wants. Lily White Rose says a clean sheet, first home game in 16 home games that we've kept a clean sheet.
Yeah, and I think you got to be fair to us. I know we had that little spell against Leicester where they put us under a bit of pressure, we conceded. But apart from that 10-minute spell over 2 games, you've been very good defensively so far.
Yeah,
not conceded too many big opportunities. I think for XG against, we're maybe 4th or 5th at the moment in the league. So I know we have had fairly easy games. Leicester away, Everton at home, not the hardest games.
It's been a positive start. It's been a positive start. Big John Bass says, sell him. He's finished. Legs have gone. Don't ever disrespect the legend. And that's exactly where I'm at with it.
100%. We know what Son provides. He's going to have another season where he's going to get loads of goals and assists. I'm sure of it. And what was really encouraging about the weekend is up front, he was able to get a goal, move out to the left. He was able to get a goal as well. So that hopefully, we know he can contribute in both roles, but it's just really great to see wherever you put him, he's contributing.
Being best friends with Sonny means you don't age either. He has aged a bit like a fine wine, hasn't he, Ben Davis?
It's true. It's maybe because he hasn't played as much over the 10 years, but definitely aged very well, Big Ben.
Opta June says 39. Spurs captain Son Heung-min has won 39 possessions in the final third in the Premier League since the start of 23-24 season, at least 2 more than any other forward. Bukayo Saka is the one behind him on 37.
Wow, that's actually a really impressive stat. Another stat which I think people don't give him enough credit for. I know people obviously acknowledge that he works hard and stuff like that, and we know his work rate is really high. But to win possessions as regularly as that, you need more than just working hard. You need to be aggressive. You need to get close to your man. You need to have good timing of when to press as well. And Ange actually said after the game he believes Son is the best presser in the league. And those stats prove it.
Absolutely. StatMuse again saying players with more than 100 goals and assists since 2021 PL season. And that is Son Heung-min and Mohamed Salah. And that is it.
League of their own.
Literally. Carly T saying, not even 5 minutes in, never change Pickford.
Getting rattled. And then look, he gave up the goal, didn't he? Absolutely rattled.
Ron says, if you switched up on Son Heung-min, stay on that side. Exactly. Don't ever disrespect Sonny. How many times do these guys need to take it to learn? Like every year, I swear I've heard this stuff about Sonny saying he's finished, his legs are gone, this, that. And then he always comes back and responds.
Yeah, whenever he has a bad game, people are like, oh, he's this age, he's that. We need to start thinking about dropping him. He needs to come out of the team. Look, and I do think there are some games where, look, but everyone has a bad game. Even the best players in the world sometimes have bad games, and sometimes they're different. But I think people always questioning his place in the side always have things to, always get their comeuppance essentially.
Moonchild says Ralphie was there to watch his godfather and his dad.
Yeah, more his godfather. Come on.
And that's obviously Ben Davis's wife and kid on the sidelines at the game on Saturday. Sonny7, this tweet aged like milk. When will these motherfuckers learn to respect your own club legend? And I'm sorry, This has got to be Ryan in the mud here.
Is that Ryan Ellis?
This is Ryan, most protected footballer in world football. He's finished. He should never be given the captaincy. Not a leader. Can't control the ball anymore. Doesn't attack defenders anymore. Sick and tired. Should have been replaced 2 years ago. Not racist, just facts.
I love you, Ryan, but
not racist and not facts.
You need to be held accountable for these tweets. I mean, what is that, Ryan? Come on.
That is awful take. That is an awful, awful take.
Can't defend that. I mean, why is he going so harsh on him? I understand there are a few moments he can't control stuff, but all this stuff, not a leader. He's a fantastic captain. I can't think of anyone better to hold the captaincy than Sonny, to be honest. So I really don't like that he's questioning his leadership when I think he's proven to be a really, really good captain. Should have been replaced 2 years ago. This guy last season,
17 goals.
17 goals, 10 assists. So I think he was probably in the top 5 in the league for goals and assists. So if a player in the top 5 of the league for goal contributions needs to be replaced, I think you need to question your standards. I think
100%. Nice one, Sonny says. The question: what was going through your mind when Mickey just carried on running? Sonny says, if you pass it to me early, I'll finish you.
Brilliant. So he passed at the right moment. And so the Mickey also had good timing, but he's right. I think if he passes too early, that chance is probably gone. So Mickey did really well just to wait till he got to the edge of the box. If you saw actually when Mickey's running, he just waited until Tarkowski makes a little movement towards him, not even like a big movement, just a tiny bit. As soon as he drew a bit of attention from Tarkowski, bam, straight into Son.
It was elite movement from Mickey van der Ven. Squawker says Son Heung-min's game by numbers against Everton: 100% shot accuracy, 49 touches, 5 times possession won, 3 touches in the opposition box, 3 duels won, 3 shots on target, 2 fouls won, 2 goals, 1 chance created, and his first brace of the season. So that just shows how much of a big game Sonny did actually had.
Yeah, unbelievable. And look at that, 5 possessions won. Obviously, one of them was the goal, which he won off Pickford. So
yeah,
really effective game from Son.
Next up is Moonchild says, no comment. Odebear starts at left wing. Striker Sonny starts at striker. And then this one's saying, they said Son was washed.
100%. That was my reaction. 100%.
That one we can't view. This one is from Shani, and it says, I'm serious about protecting the ball until the end. And this is actually, I was talking about that free kick that he won, and it's just such an amazing footwork from Sonny.
Look at that, 3 players around him. If that was like Messi, people would be like going crazy about that. You know what I mean? So unbelievable footwork from Sonny.
Luke THFC says, Romero and Van der Ven goal contributions, Son brace, clean sheet. And this is how we're all feeling.
Honestly, heaven on earth.
Sonny versus Everton, 3 box touches, 3 shots on target, 2 goals, clinical. We've been through that. Simon Yemeni says, Bissouma apologized to the home crowd and ran straight to hug Ange after his goal. Classy and respect. And yeah, we mentioned it before, but it was just a moment we all love to see.
Yeah.
Statmu saying Premier League players with 20 plus braces since 16-17: Kane, Vardy, Son, and Salah, and now Son. So up there with the elites once again.
2 of them,
I know, we chucked one away.
And there's not even that. It's just we had 2 of them and we still couldn't win anything.
COYS saying we actually kept a clean sheet for once.
AI is going too far. What is bloody hell. Oh God.
Big John Bay says, when things look bleak, the football was awful and Kane decided to leave. Sonny signed the contract extension. I'll never forget that. Still a class act and my captain. And we've mentioned this so many times, haven't we?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, he's been so loyal to us. He could have easily pushed for a move when under certain circumstances, but he's always been committed and loyal to Tottenham. And I really, really appreciate that, even at these peak years.
This is COYS saying Sonny's pace and his pressing. What a player! Look at this pace when he just smelt that blood when Pickford just took that bit of a touch.
If you pause it when Pickford gets the ball, you just see how far away. Like as soon as Pickford picks it up here.
Yeah, I couldn't pause it, but yeah.
Look how, so go a tiny bit back. There. look how far away he is.
Yeah.
And he was able to catch him.
And one loose touch, that's it.
Yeah,
He's
just
done
a tiny
for.
bit, and it's crazy. He's like, you wouldn't think he's that close. You'd be able to catch up with him and
Yeah,
tackle him, but he
100%.
was, and that's just speed, timing, and also just as you say, smelling an opportunity.
United Spurs of America, who's been hosting our pre-match pump-up so far this season. He reached 5,000 subscribers, so congratulations to you, my friend.
Well done, United Spurs of America.
I'm doing a really good job on the pump-ups as well. Jordan says the Basuma redemption arc is beautiful. We're not there just yet. It's one game.
Everyone starts a story, a narrative as soon as it fits. But look, let's hope he fully redeems himself, has a class season. It's one game, good performance. Let's just hope all those troubles are behind him.
Patrick Tyrant, Bissouma, I'm so happy for the lad. Nice touch with the bow, apology, and the hug with Ange. Beautiful, beautiful
and I think
stuff.
you learn a lot as well if you see how the players, go up to him after his goal. Because obviously he did what he did, but he's also kind of let the team down as well. But they've clearly trying to help him.
We know he's a big character in the dressing room, though, don't we? We knew that. Kelly says he walked so he could run. That was Jan Vertonghen and Mickey Van. And there are actually quite a lot of similarities between the two.
I think there are fairly similar, but I would say Vertonghen was a bit better, obviously, on the ball in his classy touch. I think Van der Ven needs to develop that, but Van der Ven off the ball is just an absolute monster.
Yeah.
But there are, in terms of especially when they play left back, I see a lot of similarities.
Simon Yemene says Son Heung-min has now scored 122 Premier League goals, more than Ian Wright, Steven Gerrard, Romelu Lukaku, to mention a few. Only 20 players have scored more goals in Premier League history. Sonny is likely to end up in the top 10 before he retires. Our captain, and it's quite unbelievable that he is now in the top 20 of Premier League all-time goal scorers.
Yeah. I do wonder how many he's away from the top 10. I'll have to look at the list, but if he can end his career in the top 10, that just puts him down as one. He's already, in my opinion, one of the best forwards that's played in the Prem. But if he can get into that top 10, what an incredible record that.
And I wonder how many wingers are actually in the top 20. You got Salah. What other wingers are actually going to be in the top 20? Ronaldo.
I don't think he's.
Ronaldo's not even 20.
I don't think he'll be in the top because he only was there for goal scoring wise. Like
who's in it?
3 years. You have Salah. Wingers, Mahrez, maybe not. I don't know if he scored as many goals. I think Bale. I don't know. I don't know if he'd be in it.
I don't think Bale's in it.
I don't know if Bale will be in it. I'm trying to think who'd be in the top 20.
It's mad though, isn't it? Just to think about, like, Sonny. He's been here for 10 years, so like it is a fair amount of time, isn't it?
Sterling will probably be there.
You think Sterling?
Yeah, I think Sterling will be. They scored a lot of goals, especially.
Anyway, there's not going to be many, is there? Is what I'm trying to say. So here we go. All-time stats, goals, full list. Son Heung-min's actually not in the top. He's 21, but he's one behind Dwight York. So Sterling's there with 100. And then you've got Mo Salah on 159. And that's it. So he's the third highest goal scoring winger in the Premier League.
And how many is he behind Sterling?
Just 2.
That's mad, considering Sterling was in the Premier League.
He's one behind Sterling.
And Sterling was in the Premier League about 3 years before Son.
Yeah.
And how many is behind the top 10?
Top 10. So Mohamed Salah's 10th on 159.
And he's 123.
22, yeah.
122. So 35 goals, 30 was it 159, 100, so 37 goals.
Yeah, but Mohamed Salah's still playing.
Yeah, but okay, so Defoe 162.
Yeah.
So he said it was 39 goals behind him.
Yeah, can he do it? Can he get there?
39, yeah, for sure.
Depends how much longer he's going to stay here for.
If he can get, like, say, between 15 and 20, somewhere between 15 and 20 this season, and then even if that decreases, at least if he can still get like 10 plus the next 2-3 years, he'll do it for sure.
Let's hope he's there for that much longer. I do. If he's here, then I do think he'll do it. It's just a question of.
If he's out his contract, he'll do it.
But his contract ends next season.
No, because he extended it, didn't he?
Yeah, next season. We need to offer him a new contract.
Even if it's next season, he can still do it.
Abby says, I love them so much. And that was the Mickey Van der Ven and Sonny embrace from yesterday. It was lovely to see. This was a funny one. I thought I had to add it in there, saying, when you've been constantly drunk since the treble and suddenly Ilkay Gundogan pulls up next to you.
Like, what's going on? Complete shock, confusion.
Bissouma and Ange after the goal. That was just a lovely embrace that we saw
Yeah,
that we've been speaking
yeah,
about.
lovely. That's a really good moment.
Jesse says the reverse of Jan to Son in 1920.
That's what we were saying. And this is what, this is what I'm saying. You see that, you can see there that Tarkowski, just that little movement towards Van de Ven makes the space for Son.
Yeah.
Bam, gets to go. And what it's just incredible. And then how to have that ability to run the pitch in that stage of the game as well is also just mad. And yeah, incredible. One of the best assists in Premier League history, probably.
So brought this goal up from Mark Harris of Oxford. This is what Dane Scarlett is dealing with his competition at number 9 spot for Oxford.
Yeah. Well, he got a lot of goals last season as well, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's already started this season on fire as well.
So, well, let's hope it's not a case of
what a goal though!
The team is unbelievable. Let's hope Scarlett can
Look
do
at
that
him.
when he comes off the bench.
Jesus. Hang it in the Louvre. And this was obviously Jordan Pickford with that loose touch and Sonny getting
and
it
he probably
back.
tries to hack him down as well. Pickford, he's still too quick from Sonny.
You can try, but you won't succeed.
If you look at replay, it could have been a bad injury for Son if he catches him properly.
Tottenham Hotspur says back home, and it's Coutinho Romero leaping into the air after scoring that goal.
That double jump whenever he celebrates that goal.
Yeah. And I think this is it. Wilson Odebear yesterday. What a feeling to make my debut at home with a big win. Thank you all for your support. And we keep going. It was a positive debut for him, albeit I would like to maybe have seen a bit more from him. And I think that's it. Coutinho Romero scored more Premier League goals than any other defender since the start of last year. We've been through this. Yeah. So I do think that is it. I want to thank you all for joining us. That is how the internet did react to the game on Saturday. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.